Hey guys, this is the Fox Project here, and we are gonna be, this is my first video, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a website in HTML. Now, what HTML is? Well, let's just quickly Google this. Alright, I will leave this link in the description. You guys can read about it. It stands for Hyper Text Markup Language, I think. I'm actually, yeah. I think hypertext markup language. Yeah, hypertext markup language. They use it's a fairly it's not hard to learn. It's not like C++. I mean, C++ isn't extremely hard. But it's not like a really complex language. It's not like assembly, which is like so hard to learn. But it is a good place to start. I think that or learning C++ or yeah, one of those two languages are really good for, in my opinion, to start working on websites, or not websites, but like just starting to learn how to code. So HTML really, what it's alright. So let's go to no, not YouTube. That's too cliche. Let's go to Pastebin. Alright, so see this whole website. It's beautiful, it's sexy, we all love it. But how do you make this? Now, you could go to, let's say, Weebly. I'm not paid to do this. I wish I was. That would be awesome. I wish I was paid to sponsor them. But I'm just using them as an example. Weebly, you can make your own website and crap. They do that for you because, some of you guys aren't that, you're just not smart enough. I'm joking. You guys can all learn how to do this stuff. Or you guys probably just don't have the time to do this. I think this is a great place to start learning how to code, though, and I think that it's a really useful skill to have. Or you could use something like webs.com. Build a free website, a professional website. I don't know how professional it is, but, that's my opinion. I used to use them just to get the feel of how to implement HTML. They would have those options, but we're not going to be worrying about those. Now, there are things like Zenforo that sell themes. They have really good themes. Let's go to their community. They also have a really good community. I like Zenforo. They're pretty good. But we're not going to do that. We're going to make everything from scratch. Now, later in our series, we are going to be getting into something called Bootstrap. Now, get Bootstrap. We will be worrying about this later. Bootstrap, basically, it has a bunch of pre-made CSS code in it. It's already done. There's a lot of stuff you can implement. You can play around with it. So we'll be worrying about that later. But I wanted to get you guys familiar with the basics of HTML. So let's go to. I'm using Visual Studios. You guys can use Notepad ++.org. I recommend using this. This is really useful. So yeah, just install that. Make a new folder and stuff like make a new folder and stuff. Call it whatever you want. Then you're gonna save your make a new file for that direct folder, and yeah. Visual C, where is it? No. Visual page. Oh wait, no. We're gonna go to new website. This is if you're using Visual Studios. Visual Studio. Empty website. I forgot which one it was. Yeah, empty website, ASP.net. You can just make it ASP. We're not going to be worrying about ASP right now. That is for another tutorial. I'm currently learning ASP.net. It's I think getting back, and that and Node.js, that's getting back into business and stuff. Alright, so here we go. No, not project. We're gonna go into here. This is our config. We're not gonna be worrying about that right now. We are gonna be going to here, add Let's make a new item. We're gonna make a blank HTML. If you're using Notepad++, you could just make a new. You're just gonna save it as a .html. So here we're gonna be doing index. You can name it whatever you want. Add. Well, actually, it's a good idea to name it index because when you're using a file hoster or whatever, it's gonna automatically launch to that website. So let's say we go to pastebin.com. It's basically just saying pastebin.com/index.html. Oh, never mind. Oh, no, you can just direct it to whatever you want. But I recommend index. Title. Alright, so let's get rid of this stuff. So first thing you're going to want to type in is doc type equals HTML. What that's saying is that it's, wait, I think that's the right code. I don't know why. It's giving me an error. Doc type. Oh, you don't need to do the equals. Doc type HTML. What this is saying is that the document format is that it's an HTML. Phone. HTML. This is where we're gonna write all our HTML code. It doesn't matter if there's an error right there. Build website. Alright. Google Chrome. Yeah, I'm sorry that there's the phone ringing. That's why isn't it loading anything? Okay, there. So we have nothing here, but you know, we'll get something eventually. So let's type our first, or not first. Oh, one thing that's really important, let's just zoom in a bit. Is that HTML uses these things, these greater than or less than signs. So greater than, you know, head and my thing automatic. Why is this giving me an error? Or not error, but like. I'm sorry about this, guys. I need to check. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Actually, you don't entirely need that, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, you don't entirely need the doc type. Why am I getting this error? Title. Oh, it's telling me what I need. That's why. Alright, so let me just write this in. My website. Alright. What we did here. HTML, it's letting it know that it's, you know, this is the HTML code. Let's actually add the doc type. HTML. Alright. HTML head. This is what's in our head. Now what the oh, I don't want Photoshop. What the head is, let me see how much time I have left. Duration. Okay. I should probably stop soon. But what the head is it's not like the head of like the header. What it is it's giving the backbone of what we need to implement. So you can add CSS, your CSS code, your PHP, and all that fun stuff. But title is really going to give us the title. So if we refresh this, it should say my website like that. The next thing we're going to want to type is the body. The body, this is what's going to be displayed on our website. This is the content. And you always need to end the tag with the backslash. You need to end it with the backslash whenever you're going to close a tag. We'll get to that in the next episode and how that works. So, right here, type in H1. That stands for header 1, or heading 1. I think it's heading, yeah. And type in hello world, or whatever you want. Hello world. See, it should say hello world, so you know. Now, whenever someone goes to this website, they're going to be like, oh, hello world, and it's fucking awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, so you have that. I should really stop the video soon. I think I only have 5 minutes. Oh well. Um, hello world. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah. So let's get into some very basic styling. Center. Now what does this tag do, you might ask? Let's get rid of that. It's centered. It does exactly what it says. It centers. What the hell was that? The hell did I just do? Okay, that's really weird. What did I just do to my Visual Studio? Okay. What did I do? Alright. Solution Explorer. I want to keep that on the left side. Whatever. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I'm back. Am I recording? Whoa. Yeah, I am. So I'm back. Just had to reset this stuff. So center, really, what it does is just centers whatever you want. So we can type in, and that's appeared centered. The one last thing I want to cover before we leave is the font face. This is it's very basic CSS. It's kind of not even CSS, I guess. HTML has its own way of alright, so whatever these tags, like heading one, it's kind of like CSS, but really it's just HTML CSS. CSS is like the hardcore stuff. It's like it's like the jam. Font face, face is just like whatever the font you want it to set. So let's say Arial, because you know everybody loves Arial. So see, Arial, it's beautiful. So now everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, this guy's a master at coding. Now let's look at the web page source. Look at that. That's our code. That is exactly what you just wrote there. So what we did was we made sure that it, whatever we're using, make sure that this is a document type of HTML, and that this is the HTML tag. Whatever, like the heading, not the heading, the head, like the backbone of our website. Yeah, it's gonna say, alright, so set the title over here on the tab to whatever you want it to set. Then we're gonna close that tag. Body, so what our, our core, not core, more like the I don't know. The content, yeah, the content of our website. Center, we're going to make sure that it's centered, so that everything that we display is going to be centered until we close the tag. So whatever we place out here, so like test, this will not be centered, and it will not be in our, it will not be Arial. It will not have the font of Arial because, we ended the tag right after the hello world. So this is saying, alright, font, face, or whatever the font you want it to be, like it could be Arial Times New Roman or whatever, and then whatever is within those two tags will display that font. So here, hello world, that's going to be in Arial because we told it to be in Arial. Header one is heading one. I don't know what it exactly means. Is saying, alright, so it's going to be a pretty large text. However, if we got rid of this, we could set it to another pixel size, but I'm not going to do that in this episode. Then we're going to close the font, close the center, close the body, and close HTML. So whatever's outside of this body paragraph, I think, not by paragraph, I think it will still be displayed. Yeah, it will. But I don't think we can do any HTML, really, outside of that. I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure about what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard for me to explain this because I haven't done this in a while. But I hope you guys learned something. If you did, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and leave a like. Let me know what other videos I should do, and have an amazing day.